Welcome to Satisfactory Update 3. My name is Nilaus, and as you can see, this is not, well, and anyone with a keen eye can see, this is not the same base that the previous episode was recorded in. And that's because I'm going to make a transition from the previous Let's Play to a different kind of style. And oh no, you might say, you really liked it. Yes, but, and thank you. The thing is with the existing Let's Play is that once you get to coal, as you can see in the last few episodes, I actually had to spend the majority of one episode just getting to the coal, while then having a second episode focused intensively on doing a fast design. On top of that, I even had to do some things between sessions, and as we go further, and the next part would be steel, we are having the same issues just accentuated. There will be one episode of laying foundations, one episode of making the design, one episode of making it work, and one episode of getting it back to the hub. So that's 4 episodes in order for us to basically show you what steel looks like. And it even only gets worse from this as the infrastructure builds grow and grow in scale. And since there are no blueprints or robots or that kind of other factorial nice things, it doesn't make sense for us, because I will either have to do a lot of pre-game playing so that I can prepare things so it's going to be crisp designs, or I have to make episodes that will be not interesting to watch for you. Either case, that will quickly devolve the series into either an insane amount of work for me, which is not possible because I'm also having this lovely streaming base, or it will just grind to a halt because it stops being interesting, and I don't want to do that. So it was actually designed that I would want to show the early game because there's a nice fast-paced progress, and even some complained about the lack of progress, but that was an intended progress. So what I want to do is I want to continue my other series called Satisfactory Designs, where I take specific builds and focus on making a crisp design for this, talking about the pros and cons, and kind of following a design principle, which is basically what I would want to do in a Let's Play, except that we don't have to go out and do a farming run for biofuel and laying foundations. I'll just cut that out, so I'll focus on the builds. The builds will be the ones that are in this base. This is my base that I'm streaming on Twitch Monday, Wednesday, Friday, plus a couple of mornings as well. And what I will do is I'll take some of the builds, some of the things I've learned here, and then make it into nice crisp designs. In this episode, I'll show you what this base looks like, so that you get sort of a feel of some of the things that you can do. And just focus on some of the aesthetics and just a quick look on the Hypertubes as well as the design principle, because I think the design principle is really sound here. Also, I think it looks quite well. There are some things, because this is iterated, that doesn't make sense. You have some weird paths out here that serve the purpose, but at the end of the day, just kind of don't really fit the form anymore. Now, that please let me know in the comments below what you think about that idea, so that I'll be working on satisfactory designs such as a steel build, a rotor build, modular frame build, power build, you know, all those things as we progress in the game. And back to this base. This base is at the currently just unlocked tier 5 and have worked our way towards oil and is working on setting up oil. So this is at the, you can say anything here, there's nothing here that can't be built by tier 4. That's pretty neat, I think, how much you can actually build and how well connected things can go. Let's take a look at some of the design things I've chosen to do. Let's go down here. As you can see, I am using glass panels so that we can see what's going on below here. We have materials running below the ground. You can also see these pillars instead of the usual boring foundations. These foundations, I have purchased the pillars, top, middle, and base, as well as we also have this foundation frame. I really like this. It looks really cool. It just doesn't fit anywhere in my base, but this foundation frame looks really cool, I think. I'm gonna need to find somewhere this will fit in. It could sort of be put underneath, but I really like it. I need to find a way to do this. So those are the primary things I use for aesthetics in this base. Glass panels for walking, just because when you're walking somewhere... now I ended up in a weird position, didn't I? Yeah, I kind of did. when you're running, it's just nice to be able to see the environment below us, and I really like that. That's kind of a nice detail. So let's and it doesn't take much longer time to build these pillars compared to the normal pillars. Let's talk about the design principle of this. Maybe I should go back up to discuss that, since we get a better overview from up here. Poof. Now this is an amazing thing. Such a cool invention. There we go. Whoops. Where exactly are we up here? Let's go here. This is a good vantage point to look. Is it? Is it? No. Really isn't. No, no, no. Sorry. I just want to get to somewhere where we can see the base pretty... No! No, I can't even change the direction while I'm... Okay. Well, that sucks. Let's go back to the hub and start there. That's an okay place to look. No! There. This is where I want to be. Maybe even up here. Yes, perfect. What could possibly go wrong by building? Right, so the design. Here's a little trick as well. There, empty hands. Always run with empty hands. The other thing is a mess. Now the design principle is that I have everything built in 3 layers. Layer 1, 2, and 3. Yes, so far so good. I will build platforms for dedicated builds. As you can see here, dedicated builds have dedicated platforms. There are also some behind here, and all the way over there we have oil. And I have this annoying lens flare. What we have here, for example, this is our iron build. So it's just a very basic iron build that we've built, and it serves as early game, and it produces plates, rods, screws, and brings it back to the hub. That's also the part of the philosophy, is that I bring everything back to the hub that I feel I need for later, so that I can in the hub grab the things I want. That's why we have so many belts here. You can see the belt stretching here. I will be bringing stuff back on tier number 1 and tier number 2. Never on tier number 3. Tier number 3 is reserved for one thing and one thing only, and as you can see, these beautiful hypertubes. Now I do want to caution about this. Each of these entrances take 10 megawatts. So an intersection like this costs 40 megawatts, and another 40 over there, and 20 and 20, and it just adds up really quickly if you do this kind. So this is also why we have such a big build of power. We can take a look at that. First, I want to show you how the items are coming back to the... No! I did... Okay. Yes, perfect. Perfect. First, I want to show you what it looks like below ground. Actually, I think there's a faster way to get back here. Using some of the old methods, and that's... there's also another philosophy here, is that anything below the first level can be as spaghetti as it like. And I actually like that, because that means you can see that there's chaos below, and then up top, then as soon as you go up to a platform, it's nice and neat. So we bring everything in. We bring it in 2 different ways. Let's see if I can do this without killing myself. Here, we bring everything into the middle below, up and inside. Looks really cool. And then we have just when I need to go out, and I'll go like, oh, yep, I need some cables. I may need some steel pipes, and they're just coming in nicely and filling up again. We also obviously need some of these. Very, very neat. And then we have our hub at this location. This is a very nice build. You have the supporting buildings here, the MAM. Ooh, great. And you have the workshop, where you can see some of the things that we bought. Haven't bought so many. We bought factory railings. I really like those. And because otherwise I fall down too easily. Walls, we bought have we bought conveyor walls? No, we do we have that? Oh yeah, we have the conveyor walls, we have the door walls, we have the windowed walls. Organization, foundations, that's the one. We have the pillars, we have the double ramps. Haven't used those at all. And we have the foundation expansion pack. And we also have the inverted ramp, and the walkways. So we got a few of these, but not all of them. I'm not gonna go crazy in this, but you can see the inverted ramps are used up here to sort of make a little platform up here. It looks really nice. So let's do some of the work that we can see here. We go up on this network, and as we come up here, we can quite easily just change direction by holding the arrow keys while moving. And now we're moving towards the power plant just to get a look at some of the things. Like over here we have, for example, smart plating. We have, here is reinforced iron plates. We have, over there we have copper. Over there we have concrete, very small. And we're heading towards the build for coal power. As you can see, there's quite a bit of coal power. The design of this is something I'm going to go into more detail with as well, because this is a really crisp design. Because of the design strategy or design philosophy I have in this game, I've built it, and I'm going to go down. Yes, automatically. Okay, that was maybe not exactly where I wanted to be. Some of these are a bit too aggressive, but as you can also see that I mentioned, the design philosophy is, oh my god, this has, what the hell? This is respawned. Why would it do that? That's awful. Why would all the crap respawn? That kind of sucks. Shoot. So much for a good showcase, huh? Yeah, there was a new patch this morning on, and apparently that decided to respawn some. Really don't want you. Hopefully they can't operate these. Right, so let's look at a power plant. I think it's actually easier if we go one level up. So look at the power plant, and then I slow down inside the tube. No. Okay. I honestly have not had this much issue, so I'm just gonna blame the new patch on our troubles with this. Yeah. Right. So this is the power plant. It's pretty much what we have built. It takes what does it take? It takes 90 coal in per minute, and it takes 270 water per minute, and that balances out perfectly in terms of being less than the 300 that each pipe can contain. Because of the design I've chosen here, then that means I have to use 3 pumps to pump it up. That's of course not ideal, but it's actually really nice. And the way I'm doing in here is just folding these on the top level and then going down here while the pipes are below. So, and once you have a pattern such as this, it's just a matter of upgrading it multiple times in order to just get more power. There's a bit of an overhead in terms of building these on separate platforms, but as you can also see, there's railings around and they look neat. So you can, I like this build instead of just having one giant build, but that's a matter of preference. We're going to just go a bit around in, it's very much constrained by how much water is available. Still a lot of water, but I just can't make things look nice outside in the water. So we're now here at the end of our base. You can see there's a coal line just snaking its way in here. And we have more builds all around the base. So basically I want to show you, and what I'm going to do in a future episode is basically take a single thing that we want to build and just showcase how we could build that in an efficient and effective manner. And I hope that's going to be interesting for you. I hope that's something you want to follow, because that's kind of also what a Let's Play would actually focus most on, is making the nice crisp designs, and that's kind of also what I prefer to do. So here, for example, we have a nice design. This is a bit, I maybe have a bit overcomplicated it, but what I really want to show about this is my design philosophy on this. Now I do have one row for the first, then we have one row for that's in between here. That's actually not actually correct in case, but I really want to have like one row for smelters, one row for merging and splitting, one row for the next one, which in this case is foundries, but could also be constructors, one row for, when I say one row, I mean one of these, so that I get sort of a nice build that that sort of progresses nicely. And you can see here, all of this on this line is aligned, and that just for me, it just makes it so much nicer to look at. Anyway, I think that I've shown what I wanted to show in the space in sort of this overview. If you want to watch more of the space, then head on over to Twitch Monday, Wednesday, Fridays in the evening, European time, 8 p.m. I'm streaming that, or in the morning, Monday, Friday, and either Tuesday or Thursday at 10 a.m. in the morning. So but you can also see that this is the work of 56 hours, while our Let's Play has probably about 8 hours in it. And you can see how much you would have to, how many episodes. This would be like over 100 episodes, and it's barely even broaching the tier 5. So that's definitely going to be, definitely going to be impossible for me to do those kind of things. And we're going to wrap this one up. So I hope you want to follow my Satisfactory designs, which will be kind of a continuation of the series, and hope that that's satisfactory to you. Ha ha ha. And please let me know what you'd like to see in terms of builds and in terms of other options. Okay, I guess I wanted to go down here. Here we have steel. Thank you very much for watching, and I hope to see you in a future episode. Until next time, stay effective.